Hello and welcome to the Victory Forge. In this very special video, you're going to join me for the first steps of my very own epic journey. A while back, some friends of mine asked me to come up with a Lord of the Rings themed piece to fit their Shire inspired nursery. After discussing with my friends the look and feel they were going for, we decided to not do just one image, but actually three in a triptych that all connects. I then used some AI tools to help generate some reference images based on our discussions, and from there I transferred them to my canvases using a grid technique, one square at a time. I sketched all three panels before painting so I could make sure that the scenes connected and read as a single piece. This stage tested my patience. I wanted the sketches to look beautiful on their own, but they're only meant to be a guide, a framework for the painting that will come later, and don't need to be finished pieces of artwork themselves. With the first sketch done and momentum on my side, I moved on to the second, the one that I am most excited and nervous about for a variety of reasons. This panel will contain a plethora of iconic Lord of the Rings images, including Bag End, the party tree, a dragon firework among the other fireworks, and a hobbit representation of the children that inspired this piece in the first place. It's also crazy in these sketches that the fireworks need to be there so I know the right scale and location to fit the piece, but with the way that I'm going to paint this, we'll actually lose the fireworks in the black and white versions of the paintings, and when I go back and do the color, I will do the fireworks in color glaze. That way they sit on top of and are not part of the background. After sketching all three panels hunched over my table, I decided to be nice to myself and my back and finally purchased an easel, and this made the whole process so much more enjoyable. I started with the left panel, which is the afternoon scene, and planned to move gradually through the day into the evening as I crossed the full triptych. My first step was to block in the large shapes to establish a consistent light source, beginning with the distant, softer background and working toward the sharper details in the foreground. The same challenge that I had in my sketch carried through to the painting process. I started with rough shapes and patches of light and shadow, and slowly refined each time I passed a section. But I was told throughout the process that every time I worked on it, it looked like the world came more into focus, clearer and clearer. At this point, you might think that I am finished with the first panel, but really this is only the end of the first pass. The Grisaille process is all about building layers of refinement, working from broad light and shadow down to the smallest textures and details. So before calling it done, I went back again and again, refining every part of the scene until it felt complete. There is a quote from Leonardo da Vinci that always sticks with me. Art is never finished, only abandoned. And standing here at this stage, that feels truer than ever. With that in mind, let's kick this into warp speed and move from the first pass to the finished Grisaille. Once I had finally reached a point where I was happy and confident in my Grisaille layer, I gave it a matte varnish finish to protect it from smudge and wear as I finished the Grisaille on the other two panels. And without further ado, here is the finished Grisaille layer for panel 1. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe so you can follow along as I finish the other two panels, first in black and white, and then really bring them to life in color. And we'll see you next time on The Victory Forge.